All right, here we go. Start of the 5th place game here at the Carter Weber Thanksgiving Shootout. Egan taking on Farmington. Egan relegated to 5th place game after Eastview last night beat Andover 7-1 and won the shootout to get the tiebreaker on us on goal differential. Off the face-off, Farmington will dump it down into the Egan end. Brennan back to pick it up. Dawson battling up along the boards. Gets it up to Connor. Dawson will chip it up off the boards himself. He's got Dean all alone on the far side. He just can't get it across to him. Farmington now gets possession. They skated in. Good stick there by Brennan to take it away. He gets bodied. Puck back to Dean. Was chipping for Brennan. Farmington comes away with it though. They're forced wide. Brennan maintains pressure. They fire a shot from a sharp angle, hits off the side of the net. Max will pick it up. He'll run around the boards. Dusty, who had just been in the locker room at faceoff, quickly back out there. Not sure what that was about, but he's out there. Dusty trying to play it around the defenseman, can't. Max with a good stick will poke it over to Dean. Dean clears zone. He gets bumped. Puck staying right inside the line. Played now back to Egan end. Go back and forth action here to start. Farmington will pick it up, dumping it deep into the Egan zone. Max back to play it. We'll chip it up to Charlie, who'll chip it up off the boards. Not out. Now kick down. Down into the Farmington zone. Foot race trying to get there. Farmington will win that battle. They'll come away with numbers now the other way. They're 3-on-2 at the line. Tried to leave a drop pass. That was too far. Paxton picks it up. He gets it up to Charlie. Charlie will make a move around his guy at the line. Makes another move. Cuts into the slot. First shot, save, rebound. None to be had. Dives on top of it. Gets that save. First real shot there for either team. They gave Farmington a shot on that one that hit out the side of the net. Good rush there, though, by Charlie. Off the face-off. Puck in the Farmington end still. Farmington gets possession of it. Swiped off the stick by Charlie. James with a good step, creates a turnover. Gets it up to Paxton. Paxton's 2-on-2 with Dusty at the line. He gets it to Dusty in the center. Fires a shot from out wide. Blocker save. Puck blocked into the corner. Now sent down deep. Dusty trying to get there. He's out-muscled. Charlie, though, with a pinch against the boards, able to get a turnover. Can't capitalize off it as Farmington plays it up along the boards. They've now got a potential step. Good stick by Dawson to keep it in the zone temporarily. James now picks it in, chips it back into the Farmington end. where they regroup. They'll go cross ice now, try to spring a guy, hit off a skate. Farmington with it though, they'll dump it down deep. Max back to pick it up. He'll chip off the boards for Paxton. Paxton now with a step. Tries to cut around his guy, can't. But Dawson's there to corral the puck, tries to send it down deep. That hits a body. Farmington will chip it up off the boards. Easton able to break it up. Get it out to Dawson at center. He tries to leave a chip pass for Dean, that was just too far. Battle now along the boards. Farmington comes away with it. They'll dump it down deep into the corner. Easton trying to get there. He'll swipe at it. He gets it to the point. Farmington holds, sends it down low. That tips off Brennan's stick into the corner. Farmington makes a move around Brennan in the corner. Dawson lending some support down deep. Able to chip it off his stick. Brennan comes away with it. Brennan now with it. He'll carry it out. He hits center. He goes down. We'll say that Brennan was not able to hold the zone. He'll be offsides. 3 minutes, 52 seconds here into the first period. We'll have a face-off out at neutral. Charlie taking the face-off. He's got Dusty and Paxton with him. Brennan and Easton are the defensive pairing. Farmington now gets a face-off, makes a move around Easton. Fires a shot, goes wide. Probably would like to have had that one back. Farmington all played up along the boards. That handcuffs the defenseman. Now hop his stick, clear the zone. Farmington back to pick it up in their own zone. They fire a pass up. Hits off a stick, slides past Easton. Farmington now with a rush. Broken up. Now out at center, puck pinballing around. Farmington's defenseman picks up, tries to pass it up to the forward. That was tipped. Eventually able to get it down deep. Charlie back to pick it up in his own zone. He'll take it behind the net. He makes a move towards center. He'll hit Paxton here on the near wing. Tries to play it up along the boards past the defenseman, can't do so. It's dumped right to Brennan, who then loses it to Farmington. They cut into the slot. He's 1-on-5. Fires it wide. Dawson back to pick it up behind his own net. Tried to get it to Paxton along the boards. That was blocked. Dawson now gets it back. He'll skate is up with some speed. He's forced wide. Tries to cut in. He gets brought down. That's going to be a penalty. Centered up front. Kicks out to James. He fires the shot just wide. Farmington will get a touch up and we'll have a hold here called on Farmington. So Farmington will go for a hold as Dawson was trying to get around. 39 just bear hugged him. Drove him down. Trevigan will be a man up for a minute 39 here with 6:49 left in the first. Off the face-off, one over to Connor. He tried to feed the defenseman back and split the D. Farmington wins the foot race to get there. Tries to center it out front. Fortunately for him, he had no support. Connor picks up the loose puck. Now he'll take it wide. He gets around his man. Carries it into the slot. Fires it blocked. Kicks over to Dean. Fires a shot. Save. Rebound. Loose. Dean will pick it up now in the corner. Tries to center it out front, gets through, but defenseman there for Farmington able to break it up. Max back to pick it up. He'll reverse to James. He'll try to get it deep. Sent now back out to neutral. Farmington gets possession of it. They're crunched at the line. Puck now scores all the way to the far side. Max trying to get there. Farmington wins that battle and dumps it down deep. James now into the corner. Farmington gets there first, but Dawson able to lend some support, come away with it. 33 seconds left in the penalty. Dawson will reverse course, play it up the wall for Dean. Dean will spin, try to get around the defenseman, can't. He tried to dump it down deep, hit him right in the face. Connor spun at the line, was able to clear the zone. Farmington now sends the puck right to Dawson, who dumps it down deep. Will go out for a change. 10 seconds remaining in the Egan power play. Farmington takes it behind their own net. They'll reverse course, played up along the wall. Played to the point. Brennan holds. He gets bumped. Players go down. Buck looking for the puck. Squirts down into the Egan zone where Easton's back to play it. He gets harassed. He'll throw it to the far wall. Dusty will pick it up. He'll go rink wide. Tried to get it to Charlie. Was in between their skates. Big collision out there behind the play. Charlie was trying to get to the puck. Farmington picks up possession. They fire a shot from out deep that goes wide. Big tear him off the board. Tony will just dive on in and get a cover. .447 left here in the opening period. Dusty on the faceoff gets it over to Brendan. Tries to play it up off the boards, not far enough. Puck tipped on a dump down attempt, caromed up in the air. Farmington back to pick it up in their own zone. Easton now intercepts. Tries to send it on goal, but that was tipped. Deflected well wide. Farmington gets possession. Brendan will pinch, get a turnover. He gets bumped from behind. How is that not a call? He throws his elbow right into him. Everyone looking for the puck. Easton had it for a second. Farmington now able to skate around a couple guys. Easton trying to get back. Will get there. Shot saved by Tony. A rebound into the slot. That was blocked. Ends up at the near wall. Flipped down deep by Farmington. Connor will play it beyond the ref. Played it up to Easton. His dump down attempt hit off a body and carried right to the line and held in. Farmington carries it down deep. Now 3:51 left. Centered out front. Couldn't get anything on it. Played now to the point. That's going to go out. Farmington will have to regroup. They'll dump it in on side. They'll all go off for a change. Sands one. Brendan in the corner will pick it up. Tries to hit Paxton. Does, but it caroms off his stick. Farmington now makes a move. Brendan with a good step at the line. He'll carry it on. He's 1-on-5 as everyone's changing behind him. Brendan down in the corner, still battling for it. Farmington comes away with it. They'll try to go cross side, throws it right to Max. Max tries to cut in, makes a move, puck loose out front. Charlie crashing the net. He gets dumped out front. We'll whistle here with 3:07 left in the opening period. Shots so far, 3-2 Egan. Neither goalie been truly tested. Puck rolls right in on net. Goalie will dive on it and we'll get another face-off. Dusty here on the face-off. Gets it over to Charlie. Charlie tries to play it back to Max. Gets there. He sends it down. Hits a Farmington defenseman right in front of his own net. Was able to block it, not get it through. Charlie now picks up the loose puck, trying to skate it through. He loses the handle on it, but it kicks right to Dean. Dean tried to play it back to the point for James. That was blocked. Dusty will pinch, get it to Charlie behind the net. He'll try to rim the boards for Max. It gets there. He sends it down low, looking for a tip. Dean couldn't get a handle on it. Dean now battling in the corner, but Farmington comes away with it. James with a pinch. Kicks it over to Charlie, who gets it to Dusty for a shot save. Puck loose. Dean battling for it now. He gets slashed. Puck now sent to James at the point. He's got time. He'll fire a wrister. Rebound loose. Shot scores! James fired a shot from the point. That was blocked, hit a couple bodies. Dean picked up the loose puck, was able to find it, put it in, put Egan up 1-0 here with 2:17 left in the first. Dawson now on the face-off. Farmington gets possession. If they'd leave a weak pass, Connor is trying to get there. Just couldn't. Puck to the line, held in by Easton, sent on. Paxton gets to the rebound, tried to put it through. Goalmouth couldn't. Dawson now at the half wall, trying to battle for it. Easton holds the line. Sent down deep. Puck hits off a Farmington player. Caroms on net. Paxton was crashing. Goalie dives on it, gets a whistle. 1:53 left here in the first. Paxton with a good effort off the faceoff, centers it out front. Hopped Connor's stick. Easton will create some chaos, but puck comes out of the zone. Easton now gets it back. He'll carry it to the line, send it on goal from out deep. Hit off the goalie's pad and send settle down up front, but Farmington comes away with it. They'll chip it down deep. Farmington takes it behind the net. They're out front, looking for it out front. Tipped by, who is that there? That was Dawson. Able to dump it down. Paxton goes down at center. He lost the puck. Puck now in some skates. Dawson comes with it, tries to throw it up to Connor. That was intercepted. Easton will pick it up. He tried to send it down deep. Connor was just in offsides. A face-off at center. .106 left here in the first. Charlie, Dean, and Dusty out there. James and Max, the defensive pairing. Dean will carry it into the Farmington zone. He loses it. Charlie picks up a loose puck, tries to get a shot off. That was tipped. Karam's into the netting. Face off deep in the Farmington zone here with 54 seconds remaining. Charlie again on the face-off. Farmington wins it back. They'll spin their own corner. They'll play it up along the boards. James will pinch and hold, but throws it right to a Farmington defenseman. They're now 2-on-1 at the line. Max tries to pressure, gets enough on it. Tonio shot, save, rebound, loose, and it trickles in. Farmington will tie it up here with 36 seconds remaining in the first. James tried to get it down deep, hit a body. Couldn't recover. They had a break. A 2-on-1 man advantage, and they were able to get the rebound and put it in. Tie it up here late in the first. Off the face-off, Farmington plays it towards the zone. Paxton will get it just inside the Farmington line and then lose it. Connor with a good stick, able to break it up at neutral. Paxton trying to battle for it. Max cutting in will undercut the guy, tried to get it down deep. He will. 12 seconds remaining here in the period. Turnover. Paxton gets crunched up against the boards. Farmington will pick it up with 6. Try to dump it down. Hits that's James. That'll do it here for the first. That seemed to be the theme with yesterday. A lot of body contact today in the level where you're not supposed to check. End of first. Score tied 1-1. Egan has a 7-4 shot advantage. All right, started the second here. Farmington will get the face off. Play it back in their own zone. Trying to intercept it was Egan. Couldn't do so. They'll now play it rink wide. Brendan, as he's done all tournament long, with a good stick, able to take it away. He'll hit the line, dump it down deep. Looking for some help. No one there to play it except Farmington defenseman. Kicks to Dusty at the point. Gets to Easton now out there. His dump down attempt was blocked. Brendan back. Farmington had a chance at a break. He gets hooked down. No call. Puck now up along the board. Dusty comes away with it. He has it swiped off his stick. He's able to fight through some pressure. Puck to the line. Played now to Dusty. Two guys in tight together, but Dusty comes away with it. He gets tripped. That'll be another call there, so Egan will go back on the power play. As Farmington will go here for a trip, 50 seconds into the period. Dean here on the face-off. He's got Connor and Dawson with him. Puck one back, gets to James at the point, fires it on. Puck just to the side of the net off the save. Farmington picks it up, tries to play it. Gets past James, will slide down. Will it have enough for icing? No. They'll wave it off because it'll die about 3 feet before the line. Puck played around the boards. Connor with it now. He'll play it up to Dawson. Dawson carries it up to, gets it to Dean, tries to carry around one, does. Tried to get it to Dawson, who had stopped skating. Puck hits Dean, caromed right in front, couldn't find it. Farmington was able to clear it. Puck tips off. James stick now. Farmington with a chance, but Max gets back. He'll take a wobbly shot that Tony will kick right out front. Connor there to clear it. He'll kick it out to neutral. Farmington back to pick it up. They'll go D to D in their own zone. Puck tipped into the Egan zone. Max down to a knee, but it's chipped around him. Dawson back to pick it up. He'll take it behind his own net. He'll get it wide for Dean. Dean now with it. He'll hit center. 25 seconds left. Dawson now with it. He's forced wide, trying to get around the defenseman. He'll slam on the brakes. He centers it to Connor. Connor shot just high. James will pinch. Fan on his dump down attempt. Puck will come to the line and out. Max back to pick it up. He gets pressured, tries to swing it wide. Is it taken off his stick? Farmington picks it up. Fires a shot! Fired a tough angle shot from the dot. Just ripped it over Tonio's shoulder. They'll go up 2-1. They're shorthanded. So 3:18 here into the second. Farmington takes a 2-1 lead off a shorthanded goal. Farmington now picks up, skates it in, hits the crossbar. Caroms into the netting. Farmington there with a little jump here after taking that penalty. Put one in, and seconds later hit a crossbar. Easton now with it in the corner off the face-off. He'll rim the boards, trying to get it to Dusty. Dusty's impeded with. Puck sent behind the net. Easton battling for it there. Charlie down to lend some support. Farmington comes with it. They'll center to the point. Sent on, tip, save. Dusty comes away with it now. He's hustling up. He's got potential numbers if the rest of his team will help. He'll take it wide. Still carrying it. Cuts in, fires a shot, goes just wide. It's a very sharp angle shot. Had to have been on point. Easton trying to hold, can't. He'll play it back to Brennan. Brennan will dump it down deep. Farmington first to it in the corner. They'll play it up along the boards. Easton will body, get in the way, and puck down to the Egan zone. He gets bumped. How is that not a call? Farmington comes away with it now in the corner, with Brennan there with a good stick. How is that not a boarding call? Dusty comes away with it now. He's 1-on-3. He's forced wide. He gets hooked down, no call. Puck played out now to neutral. Dean back to pick it up. Dawson here on the neutral zone faceoff, one back by Farmington. They'll play it just into the Egan zone, taken away then. Dean able to make a move, get around. He'll cut in. He's got Connor driving the net. He's back checked from behind, can't get a shot off. Battling for it though. Farmington comes away with it, tries to skate around. They're able to clear the zone, play it up. Player goes down. Dean loses the handle on it. Farmington picks it up. They're in all alone for a shot. Save. Tonio covering it up. Face off in the Egan zone. Farmington won it. Tried to take a shot that was blocked. Played up to the point, held in. Farmington now with it. Connor takes it away in the slot and will skate it. Gets it to Dean. Dean just hits the Farmington line, forced wide. Tries to center it up front. That was intercepted. Farmington now back with some speed and numbers. Farmington will just beat him wide. Fires a shot, save Tonio. Rebound. Max there to sweep it up. Max will try to play it up off the boards, but hits a player. Massive humanity down there. Connor comes away with the puck. Tries to go cross ice. Eventually gets it over to Dawson, who gets it to Dean. Dean tries to cut in, does, and loses the handle on it. Egan had a golden opportunity, 3-on-2 there. Couldn't do anything with it though. Dean now in the corner, battling for it. He goes down. Farmington will play it around the boards. They try to dump it down deep. They fan on it. Their players collide. Max comes away with it as he pinched, tried to cut in, lost the handle on it. Max battling down low, still battling for it. He endures a slash to the knee. Charlie will fall and spin it out front. Farmington picks it up. They'll clear their zone halfway here through this game. They'll hit center, dump it down. They'll win the race to it. They'll get into the corner. Try to spin, has it taken away by Connor. Puck's held into the Egan zone. Max picks it up. Tries to play it up to Connor. Tried to chip it up to Charlie, who may have had a step there, couldn't get it there. Oh, Max tried to win. Icing there on Egan. Face off in their own zone. Puck trickles in on net. Farmington picks it up, sends it wide. Paxton will play it to the line, held in. Sent down deep. Easton back to pick it up on his own net. He'll chip it along the boards for Brendan. Brendan will get to it. He'll exit the zone now. Tries to take it down. He's bumped. Played now up into the slot. Farmington now with it. Easton gets burned, 2-on-0. Brennan trying to get back. Farmington skates it in, fires a shot wide. Players going down behind the play. Dusty comes away with it. He loses the handle on it, kicks free to Charlie. Charlie with it now. He's trying to make something happen. He's got Paxton with him, but he just cuts all the way through and then has it taken off his stick. We're going to have a call coming up here on Farmington. We're going to get a slash. So he's going to have a power play here. 4:36 remaining in the second. Needing to get a little spark of life here. They've been outshot 6-2 here in this second period. Off the faceoff, shot on. Gloved and held on to. Dean here on the faceoff. He's got Dawson and Connor with him. Max, James are the defensive pairing. Farmington gets it. They'll spin in the corner. Try to play it up into the center. They do. Tried to pinch and hold it was Dawson. Came out to neutral for James. He just dumps it in. Puck now kicked over to Dean. Dean with some space. Tries to get it over to Dawson. Had his stick lifted. Couldn't get to it. Farmington able to chip it around Max. He was trying to pinch. Farmington picks it up. They're in shorthanded. Now 2-on-1. They'll go cross ice. Antonio able to slide across. He read that one coming. Able to get to it. Farmington now with it though at the dot. They'll try to send one down. That hits off Max's stick. Kicks behind the net. Dawson back to pick it up. Tried to play it off the boards and around. That didn't work. Farmington played it to the side of the net. Connor to it. Tries to chip it around one. Sent to the point. Held in. Connor now comes away with it. Tried to split the D. Couldn't do so. They'll now leave a drop pass. He gets around James. He's got a head of steam. Trying to cut in on Max. Max able to swipe at it. Puck ends up wide of the net. Battle for it behind the net. Just 13 seconds left here in the penalty. Egan battling for it back there. They got 3 forwards trying to dig it out. Finally, they come away with it. Dawson then bumps as he dumps it out to center. Turnover here in neutral, but Farmington's able to dig it away. Max picks it up. Picks it up now and played to the line. Farmington leaves a little backhanded drop pass. They're able to skate around James. They cut in. Shot misses everything but the glass. Tip out front. Farmington had a chance. Tried to tip it down deep. Buck now saved. Connor plays it to the line. Held in. Can't get it out. Egan needing a whistle here. Farmington with it behind the Egan net. And they're going to call a very soft body check there on Max as the player spun, went down. They're going to call that a body check. They should have been calling that a long time ago. Off the face-off, Farmington sends it down deep. Todio able to slide across. Get the save. Puck cleared to the point, held in, sent back down deep. Puck tipped, ends up into the corner. Easton trying to swipe at it to get it to Charlie. Farmington plays it back to the point. Their shot attempt's blocked. Brennan will pick it up. Take it behind his own net. He'll reverse it for Easton. Easton will get it to Dusty, who's able to skate it out. Dusty now with space. Battling through some pressure, sends it on deep. We'll force a whistle here as Farmington will cover it up with 55 seconds left in the B. Nash penalty. 1:48 left here in the period. Egan will change their forward group. They'll have Dawson and Paxton out there. Easton and Brennan will be the defensive pairing here. Farmington wins the face-off. Dawson with a steal. He'll just play it down deep. Paxton trying to forecheck. He creates some pressure. He'll occupy 2 guys up along the board. Dawson will come and lend some support. He'll just tie it up along the boards further. Dawson again will just pick it up, chip it down deep, kill valuable time. Easton will pinch. Tried to get a turnover. He goes down. Farmington picks it up. They'll go cross ice. They're going to say that that was not tipped, and we'll have icing here on Farmington. 22 seconds left here in the penalty. Face off deep in Farmington's end. So we'll have Dean and Connor killing it here for the last 22, along with James and Brennan. As Max serves his penalty. Farmington with possession in front of their own net. They'll just send it up center. Brendan back to pick it up at neutral. Tries to dump it down deep. Ends up hit and into a skate. Dean picks it up in his own zone. 1 minute remaining here in the period. He'll just hit center, dump it down deep as the penalty time expires. Brendan out there for an extended shift. He's been out there this whole penalty kill and extras. Max is on the bench. Puck came in. Come on. Now he's off. "36 seconds left here in the second period. Farmington still holding on 2-1. We'll have Charlie taking the face-off here with Paxton and Dusty to his sides. Paxton gets the puck. He'll send it down deep. Charlie will go chase with 30 seconds left. Charlie will not be the first one there. Farmington player went around the wide side and was able to get there. Farmington picks it up. They'll play it along the wall. Hit off Dusty. Was picked off. Farmington will all go rink wide. That's going to be played in offsides. So we'll have a face-off here with 13 seconds left. Again, still Charlie, Paxton, and Dusty out there. Charlie wins it back to Max, who'll throw it out to neutral. Excuse me, that was James. Farmington from center will just dump it down deep into the corner with 5 left. We'll just pin it up along the boards. That'll do it for the second. Egan will be down 2-1 heading here to the final frame. All right, start of the third here. Farmington up 2-1. Egan will have Dawson in the center. He's got Dean and Connor with him. Easton and Brennan, the defensive pairing. Puck played into the Egan zone as Farmington chipped it around Brennan, excuse me. Easton back to pick it up. Or at least break it up. Puck now kicks free to Connor. He's at neutral. Makes a move. Still with it, tries to fire a shot. That ends up blocked. Player for Farmington goes down on his own into the boards. Picked up by Dawson. Tried to center it down. That was broken up. Farmington comes away with it. They'll hit center, dump it down deep. Brendan back to pick it up. He fights through some contact. Puck came out. Dawson trying to get to the loose puck. Player for Farmington dumped it in, came in off sides, and Dawson got rocked. Incidental contact. Charlie, Paxton, Dusty out there. Brendan and Easton still out there for the defensive pairing. Brendan will pick it up in his own zone, play it out to neutral, too far for Paxton. Farmington intercepts. They'll play it into the Egan zone. Dusty picks up a loose puck. He'll now skate it out. He's 2-on-2 with Paxton. Dusty still with it down in the corner. Tries to center it out front. That ends up blocked. Played to the point. Brendan tried to send it down deep. Fanned on it. Dusty, though, intercepts. He'll fire one from wide. Tipped off a stick! Dusty throws it on net. Hits off a defenseman's stick and kicks past the goalie. Not the way you want it to go in, but it goes in. It'll tie it up. Good things happen when you just throw it towards the net. 10:45 left in that, and this one as Dusty ties it up. Puck played just inside the line. Max gets run over. Absolutely no call. He's down. Finally, they blow the whistle. Max gets absolutely trucked, and the four eyes can't see a thing. So Max is down being 10-2. He's up on his skates. He goes off to the bench. So Max catches an elbow up high, gets throttled, goes down. So an already shorthanded Egan team's going to be down to just potentially 9 skaters here, depending on how Max is. Face off here in the Egan zone, one off to the side. James will take it into the corner. He'll rim around the boards. Connor trying to get there, couldn't. Farmington comes away with it. Sent out to neutral. Farmington trying to get to it. Tied up here along the boards. We're going to have a whistle. Not sure if a player's sitting on it or if he's hurt. Now he's hurt. We'll have the Farmington coaches checking on him right down here in front of us, hence the extended delay. Looks like they're sending him up now. They do have a medic out there tending to him. He'll skate off gingerly. So they will tend to him there in the penalty box. We'll be back to live action here. Good to see Max standing up along the board in his own bench area. Hopefully coming back out here shortly. Dean picks up the loose puck, sends it down deep for Egan into the Farmington zone. Counter to Chase. Farmington gets to it, plays it up along the wall, tries to throw it across ice, nearly intercepted by Dean. Just hopped his stick. He now picks up a puck at center. Dean will pick it up, send it down deep. Farmington again back to pick it up. They'll rim around the boards. Intercepted by Connor. He's with it at the half wall. Tries to center it out for Dean. That was intercepted. Easton pinches, gets past him. Farmington now 2-on-1. Fires a shot, save, rebound, loose. Tonio able to slide across and get a cover on it. Ended up under his pads. Max back out there now. James off the face-off. Try to rim the boards, hits a body. Pinned himself up against the boards. Farmington comes with it, leaves a little drop pass into the slot. Tries to center it out front. Puck caromed in on to Tonio. He knocked it down with a glove. Puck now played to line and out. Dusty trying to get there, trying to win the foot race. He will, but it's forced into the corner. Tries to cut in. Fires a shot from a sharp angle. Goes high and wide. Played back to the point now for Max. Gets it down to Dusty, who's trying to tip it. He fires a shot that tips high into the air. Farmington comes away with it. Tied up along the boards. Paxton tying up. Farmington comes away with it. Farmington's skater played it right to Charlie. Foot race now. Farmington gets to it. They've got potential numbers. Egan able to get back defensively. They'll skate it behind. Tried to stuff it through. Tony able to slide across, get a pad on it. Puck tied up now in the corner. Charlie will come in like a wrecking ball and go across. Player for Farmington goes down right out front. Not sure what happened there. Paxton with it now, tried to skate it along the boards. That was picked off. Fires a shot wide as Farmington. Puck now into the corner. Dusty goes down. He gets throttled into the boards, and then Max comes, and he's going to take probably a second penalty. So Max will lose 5 on that one. So it'll be 5-on-5 here. Face off in the Egan zone. Dawson on the face-off. He wins it into the corner. Brennan made a good move to get there. Farmington picks it up, though. They'll fire it down low. Tip, rebound, loose. Dean there to clean it up. Unfortunately, skated it right into Dean's skates. Dawson able to play it to the line, held in. Then he loses it. It's right at Connor's skates. He couldn't find it. Farmington comes with it, tipped out front. No one home. Dean battling for it. Brennan picks up the loose puck. He'll skate it out. He gets tied up and loses it. Farmington plays it in on the line somehow. Puck sent well wide, looking for a big carom. Puck loose in the slot. Farmington comes with it, lifts it high. Picked up in the corner now by Dean. He tries to play it deep, and now can't. Tries to chip it around. Finally comes out to neutral. Turned over here. Dawson picks up the loose puck. He's forced wide. Slams on the brakes and is able to throw it down deep. Connor trying to get first to it. Tried to get it over to Dean. Just didn't get enough on it, but Dean was able to pick it up. Takes it behind the net. Looking for a wraparound attempt. That was blocked. Farmington will send it all the way down. They'll wave it off as it was tipped. Wouldn't have gotten there anyhow. Brennan back to pick it up in his own zone. He'll play it up off the boards and out. Farmington now will pick up the puck, carry it into their own, or into the Egan zone. Little pinball action, sent back out. Charlie gets bumped out at neutral. Sent down deep. No icing. Farmington picks up the puck. They'll send it all the way down. That'll come out to neutral. Easton will play it. Brennan gets hit. How that's not a call is beyond me. Farmington now picks up the loose puck. Tips off them. They're in now on a potential break. Easton gets a stick and their shot goes just wide. Farmington now with it down deep. Tries to center it out front. Gets all the way through. Farmington will send one on. Easton will get the block. Send it out to neutral, relieve some pressure here. Farmington will now go cross ice. We're gonna have a whistle and offside. Both players will be out of the box now that there was a whistle. Egan will have Dawson taking the faceoff. He's got Dean and Connor with him. James and Max are the defensive pairing. Faceoff pushed forward by Egan. Dawson with it. Out at neutral. Gets it to Dean. Tried to get around. One punt. Farmington picks it up there. One-on-one now with Max. Shot blocked by Max. Well done. Puck into the corner. He swipes at it. He's able to get a poke on it, kick it up to Dean, or excuse me, Dawson. Dawson now with it. Able to exit the zone. That's going to be a penalty. Dean now with it. Farmington finally gets the touch. Egan will have a power play here with 4:48, when they probably should have had at least 3 or 4 additional ones. Charlie Paxton, Dusty, James and Max here on the face-off. Farmington gets possession of it. They'll take it behind their own net. Charlie will lift the stick, try to get a turnover, but Farmington's first to it. Paxton applies some pressure. Charlie loses an edge and goes down. Dusty with it. He's harassed. Able to come with it. First a shot. Blocker save. Dives on it. This is the goalie able to get a whistle. 4:29 left here in the third. Tie game, even with 1:12 left, a power play advantage. Same crew again, same result. Farmington wins it into the corner. This time they played to the point. James tried to hold, they hit off a body. Farmington gets possession. They're 2-on-1 now at the line. Max forces them wide. They get a shot off that hits the netting and kicks down. A little face-off in the Egan zone. 58 seconds left in Egan's man advantage here in a 2-2 hockey game. Off the face-off, sent on. Tonio kicks it out. Connor picks it up. He'll at least clear the zone out to neutral. Farmington intercepts. Brendan now plays the puck out at neutral. Trying to slip past a couple. Dean able to hold the line. Brendan tries to cut in. Loses the handle on it, goes down. Farmington picks it up at the half wall. Dawson pinches, trying to hold. Puck played and sent back in by Easton. We'll have offside. Dean again, or Dawson on the face-off. Puck into the Farmington zone. Dean sends it down deep. Coach is imploring for the forwards to go hard. Couldn't get there. Puck chipped out to neutral. Easton back to pick it up. Takes it into his own end. Tries to go rink wide for Connor. Failed to connect. Farmington picks it up. Easton now with it out at neutral. Chips it up to Connor. Connor will skate it and gets it into the center for Dawson. Dawson fires a shot, save. Big rebound. Dean tried to bank it in. Kicks out, player out of the box. Dean battling for it behind the net, tries to center it. Puck ends up tied up along the side of the net. Generous quick whistle there. Charlie here on the face-off. Puck into the corner. Dusty trying to get there. Does. Charlie comes to lend some support. He comes away with it. He'll take it behind the net. Tries to cut in center. Loses the handle on it, but the player for Farmington lost his stick. Charlie now battling for it. Puck ends up back here into the near corner. Paxton tried to play it back to James. Didn't get enough on it. Farmington now breaks out. They're able to cut in. Fire a shot. Just tips Tonio's glove. James will rim the boards, gets it over to Paxton. Paxton now with it, tries to hoist it to the line, can't, but Dusty with his strong stick able to come away with it. Tried to get it up to Charlie, that was too far. Farmington now with it, they'll dump it all the way down, that'll go for icing. 2:23 remaining. Tied game here, 2-2. .223 here in the third. Tie game. Puck sent on. Puck loose! Oh, it's sitting there at the goal mouth and they just couldn't get to it. Farmington now with numbers back the other way. Brennan back to negate. Forced wide. They're going to call Brennan for a hook. So Brennan will go for a hook. Here with 2:09 left. Big kill here for Egan. Time winding down here in the third. Puck played back to the point, evades the defenseman, so they'll have to go back. Kill valuable time here on this penalty kill. Puck played to the line, not in. Dean will pick it up. He'll just throw it down deep. Kill some more time. Dawson on a forecheck. Farmington will play it up along the boards, intercepted by Max. He'll just send it right back down deep. Looking for a big carom out front. Didn't happen. Farmington now gets possession of it. They'll cut it in. Little miscommunication there by the defenseman. Fires a shot, goes just high. James back to negate. Guy in the slot, played down to the point. They'll play it down low. Puck hits off a skate. Dawson able to pick it up. He loses the handle on it though. Max goes down. In the corner, Farmington with it. They'll skate it into the slot. Shot. Tonio able to get a cover on it. Dealing with some traffic. Puck was up high. He was able to pin it against his chest. get a whistle. 30 seconds remaining in the penalty. 1 minute, 9 seconds left here in the third. I guess I'm not sure if we go to overtime or not, if it's still tied. Puck sent on. Puck steered to the corner. Dusty trying to get there. Puck now ends up in the slot, sent down, hits a body. Dusty picks it up. He'll take it behind his own net. Try to play it up along the boards for Max. Was able to get there. He'll chip it up off the boards, and now 10 seconds remaining in the penalty. Charlie applying some pressure. Farmington now picks it up. They're offsides, but didn't whistle it. They fire a shot and they score. So Farmington will take a 3-2 lead here with 36 seconds left. So Egan needs to get the puck and get it in a hurry. That should be icing. And it will be. 30 seconds left. Egan will pull Tonio here. So Egan will have an extra man out there with an empty net behind. Egan needing to apply some pressure here, down 3-2. Charlie here on the face-off. He's got Dusty, Dean, Dawson, Brendan, and Easton are the defensive pairing. Farmington wins the face-off. Easton can't hold his own. He'll play it over to Brennan. He's pressured up here along the wall. Charlie comes away with it. Charlie now skates it in center. Tries to cut in, loses the handle on it. Puck's loose. 15 seconds left. Dusty goes down. It's underneath him. Dean battling for it, trying to dig it out. Throws it out front. That's blocked. Farmington will pick up the loose puck, send it all the way down. That will have just icing. We will have... Now, they let the clock run an extra second or two there. They were not very quick. They're going to set a couple seconds back on the clock. So I think we have a ref signaling 4 seconds. Going with 3 seconds here. Dawson on the face-off. Tries to slap at it. 45 just dumps. I'm not sure who that was. Dusty right off the face-off. But Egan will take a tough luck loss here. This is a different Farmington team. Correct. They're in the other division. So Egan will be off now for game-wise until Friday, when they're down in the Faribault tournament. They'll have an 8:15 game taking on Kansas City. Coach is still talking to the ref. Both sides having their gripes with officiating. Can't blame them. That'll do it for this tournament. Egan will drop this one 3-2.